What's up you guys? It's your girl Apolonia Cross. In today's video, I am going to be doing a reset and just a refresh of my daily catch-all planner. So if that is something that you guys want to do, then stay tuned. All right, you guys, so it has been a very long time coming since I've done one of these videos. Life has just been lifing and I've been busy raising kids. All right, so nowhere near are we allowing guilt to bring that up, but hey, sometimes that happens and sometimes social media life has to be put on a pause. So that's what your girl has been up to. That's a very, very quick life update, but let's go ahead and get into this setup and this revamp. So something I've been doing is really been very minimal. So you're going to see me, I'm going to talk a little bit about what inserts I've been using, as well as talk about what I'm going to be switching some things out on. And you guys are going to watch me kind of clean this up too, because I really use this as like my wallet, like my daily everything for the most part. So some things just don't even need to be in here anymore. And as you can see, it's very functional. There's not a whole lot of deco. And in my previous videos, I've explained that the reason being is because I get very distracted by too much. So I'm embracing this entire new, it's not even new, but I'm embracing this idea of minimalism, at least when it comes to how I use my planners. Now, I love deco stickers and I do still do some form of deco in my wellness planner because that's like my form of therapy and journaling that I like to go ahead and just have a little bit of fun with. But when it comes to my daily, every single day, I'm not trying to decorate that. It's purely use it, put it away. Okay, so let's go ahead. That's enough chit chat on that. But as you guys can see, this whole cover is everything. So I have my frosted cover, but I have this acetate, and this is from Rose Shadow Collection, and I will do my best to make sure I post all of the links to everything that I'm using in my planner in the description below. But I love, this is like, it's clear acetate, but I love this doll. So I got this one, and then there's another one that's in here, but I love it, and I put her over my name. And this is from Gigi Plannerly, and this is like a frosted vellum. It's pretty thick vellum actually, but I really love this too, and I thought this would just make, this is like the cutest cover. I am in debates on if I should get a clear cover instead of the frosted, just so that way it's just very nice and sleek and you can see this very clearly. But I really am loving this setup so far. It just whenever I open it, I'm just like, yes, let's get ready, let's get life going. So very simple background, and so nothing really fancy. I have some some journaling cards in here. Offline is the new luxury, like we were talking about earlier. Had to take a break for a moment. Beauty standards, I define what beauty looks and feels like, and so those are, I want to say I got these were both from Wildly Noted, and I really love that. And this is a dashboard that I made on Canva that I actually really love. Just a quote as well as a verse that was spoken over me by someone who was prophetic, and so it just really stood out, and I wanted to make sure I remember that, especially in the moments where I'm feeling kind of low and I'm feeling in like a stuck mode or in a funk. I can just flip my planner open, I can remember this and always be able to use that as a reference. So love having that there. And now let's talk these dashboards. So I currently have 3 different sections in this planner, and I will show you quickly how I'm using that. But the first section in here is the schedule, and this is a Gucci storefront dashboard that I got from Rose Shadow, and I honestly love all of this stuff, and this is actually really pretty good quality, and I love how it has the gold foil too for Gucci. And when it came to like my daily planner, being in the thick of mom life, my average daily outfit is workout clothes and a ponytail and a hat, but that is not me to my core. But running around in things with 4 kids, you know, being in Gucci and all of that stuff, that's not currently the season of life that I'm in, although that is what I aspire to be. So I wanted my planner to be a reflection of who I truly aspire to be and want to be, which is the elegance and the refinement and classiness and all of that. So Gucci storefront right there, you know, you feel me? Love it, love it, love it, love it. And so now we're going to get into the inserts. Now what I've been using, because I've been experimenting with different inserts, what I've been using were the daily inserts from Passion Planner. I don't know why I forgot for a moment, but I've been using the daily inserts from the Passion Planner, and I actually really, really love this layout. One of the things about having this type of an agenda cover is the fact that it's an open book. So most daily inserts it doesn't start on the left. It's right here, and then you have to flip it for like additional notes on the side. Whereas the inserts from the Passion Planner, it's a bound book. They don't make it in inserts where you could just print them, but not for a purchase. They do have them as their freebies. I wish they did have them as a purchase, because I would love to financially be able to support them, since I love using these inserts. But if you are someone who is wanting to test out different planner inserts because you're like trying to figure out your planner life, I highly recommend that you do go to the Passion Planner and check out what inserts they have. I always recommend this particular layout to my one-on-one coaching clients who are trying to get into the habit of planning and also daily reflection. This is the perfect style of a layout to use for somebody who is wanting to get into that habit and just build in the daily exercise of actually mapping out your daily schedule and your tasks, as well as reflecting on the day. I love this layout. As you can see, very, very functional. If you want to deco it, you totally can, but as you can see, your girl has been very minimal, very, very minimal. It's like list what the schedule is for today, notes. I have been using highlighters, but as you can still see, just neutral colors. So I'm in the development of my own daily planner, but this is the one that I've been using so far to just kind of test out and see how I enjoyed using this on the daily. And I actually really do love the left and to the right. Not just for, number one, it helps me focus, because I don't know of you guys, but if whatever I'm supposed to be doing and focusing, it needs to be right in front of my face. I don't like the daily inserts that this is notes that I have from yesterday and this is the schedule or plan that I have for today. I do not like that, because then I'm worried about what's going on over here when I'm supposed to be worried about going on here. With this type of a layout, this is all encompassing with what is going on for today's schedule, to-do list, any reflections, or even any random notes or grocery list or whatever I need to write down for the day. It's all just open to where everything I know that I need is for in the moment right now. And I think that's really helpful, especially when you have so much going on. You need something, and especially your daily planner needs to be something that helps you stay very focused and present in the moment, so that way you can focus on taking action right now. Because what I found, and you guys can let me know in the comments if you guys are like this or not, but what I have found is in an actual full-on catch-all planner that had all the different sections and all the things, I would get lost. I would get lost between being my goals tab when I'm supposed to just focus on my home chores stuff, then I'm in financial stuff when it's supposed to focus on kid stuff, then I was in business stuff when I'm supposed to focus on wellness stuff. Like, having everything all in one was actually a lot more distracting and overwhelming for me. So going to this type of a layout felt so much better, especially when you need to get in and get out, and just you like to brain dump or whatever you need for the day. Once that day is over, flip that page or even take the page out, and now you're only able to see and focus on that day. So I really, really loved using this. And so as you can see, I do lots of notes. I take a lot of notes in here, but I really love using the insert. So I'm considering keeping this going for my daily planner. But one thing that I did do is I did pick up this planner that was on clearance at Joann's, and this is a dashboard layout, and this is a minimalist style. And I actually I love using the dashboard layout. I think it's really convenient, but I normally get it in my classic happy planner size, not in the mini. And so this will be my first time using the mini version, and I'm still in debate on if I'm going to actually use this for helping me track my finances and my daily spending, and then still continuing to use these as my daily planner, or if I'm going to use this for my schedule for like a week at a glance, and then still using this as needed for daily. Not 100% sure, but I think for the moment and for this video, I'm gonna go ahead and just put in, we'll get to this one later. Let me sit and think on that for a moment, but let's go ahead and finish getting in through these sections. So as you can see, like the great front portion of this, of my daily catch-all planner was the daily planning insert. So loved using that. And I also have this dashboard. This is the Today dashboard, and this is from Cloth and Paper. I actually really like their dashboards a lot in comparison to others I've invested in, because theirs actually come pretty thick and they last really well. So I love this one for today. Again, it helps me just remember exactly what day I'm on and stay focused on that. So there's that. My third section in here is the notes and list section. Now this is not necessarily broken down just because I haven't really had any notes and lists, because I've been using my daily sheet for like my notes and lists for the day. But I do have okay, first off, pause and let's just look at how gorgeous is she. She is just everything, right? I love her, and I love the style. Super classic, super just like chill. Melanin, loving it. Absolutely loving it. And I wanted to place her in here too, because I also got this from Rosewood. Oh wait, I can't remember the name of the shop for the life of me at the moment, but like I said, guys, the links to all the things that I got that I'm using in this setup will be in the descriptions, okay? Forgive me. But it's Rose Shadow is the shop that I got it from. But I love it. Love this acetate doll. And my word of this year is embody. And so I love this. I made this on Canva, and just, again, just like the same with the front one, I wanted this as like the same type of thing, and just to remind myself to embody the woman that I know that I am, even though current life circumstances may not reflect that at the moment. But all right, so, and as you can see, just a section for notes. I brain dump and write lots of notes all the time. It's just how my brain works. So that's that section, nothing elaborate or fancy. But now the final section that I have is my finances section. Now this I always get a lot of questions about, even though I haven't done a whole lot of planner videos lately. Whenever I carry this, and how I use my planner is basically like my wallet, I always get so many questions and end up getting people who want to follow me on YouTube. And hi to my new YouTube subscribers. If you have seen me in the store and you love my planner, you get to finally see an updated flip through. All right, so this is the financial section in my daily catch-all, and another Gucci. Look at these shoes. I don't even wear heels just because I'm just, no, not in heels, but I'm gonna be getting back in them. But these are just awesome. I just had to put it in here, and it was just so nice with the aesthetic. And this, I just kind of cleaned this out, but yeah, so this was like a card holder that I had some coupons and business cards in there. And then this is a cash envelope. Now these ones I got from Notiq, and these are great if you just want to hold a little bit of money. What I usually do is I have our cash envelope system different where I hold all of our money, and whatever I need to take with me I will put in here. Or if I know like it's Fun Friday, I'm going to take the kids out and I need to hold on to their allowance or whatever. As you can see, I have a sticker here, it says kids money, so this is where I'll hold their money, and then this is my personal money if I'm keeping any of my personal money on hand with me. And then now I have these pockets, and I really love these. It helps me stay on track with my receipts and everything. So I have one for food with a reminder to inventory, meaning clean out the receipts and make sure that they're in tracked and everything in my financial planner. And I actually need to clean this out. Might as well go ahead and do that right now. So I always at least do this bi-weekly, no later than the 10th or the 25th. But all these receipts I make sure to go ahead and pull out, and I'll write like a note if it was a dinner eating with somebody, or if it was like takeout, groceries, or what have you. If it's something that's tax deductible, I will make sure I write that note on there. Or if it was takeout, groceries, birthday party, whatever, I always make sure to write a note because I want to make sure that I categorize it later. So like I said, I really love this, and I always get so many questions because once I shop and I finish, like whether I'm paying debit card or whatever, people always see me put my receipts in or take them out, and they're always like, that's clever, because right, we all need to find a way to manage and track our finances, but how do you create a system to do that? Well, this is how I do that for myself. I don't like to carry a whole lot of cash. As you can see, the cash envelopes I have are only 2, and they were empty. But I do have my debit cards and things in the back right here. And so once I make my purchase, I always just make sure to keep the receipt and file it in whichever envelope. And then I always make sure to write a note on it. So this one, for example, I went to Target actually today. I forgot to write the note, but this was from the household fund. So I'm gonna make sure I put on here household. So this way, when I go into my financial planner, I can make sure, and I align our expenses with my debit card. I can, oh, this one actually was a cash spending too. So this one I need to track a little bit differently because I track our debit card one way and then cash spending is different. And that's like the whole financial planning and money management is a whole nother ball game, which is exactly why I have an entire separate financial planner for that, because you need to. I'm not an all cash spender, but I'm also not an all debit card or credit card spender either. So there's a lot of different ways I need to track and manage things to make sure we're either in budget or under budget, or just to get a more realistic way of how much I'm spending on things, as well as my husband. And so this one I've been using for like my own personal spending. If this is my personal money that I've used out of my personal cash or my debit card, or even things that I've purchased for business, I make sure to track that on here because, again, tax purposes, you got to make sure you track stuff. So all of that stuff I'm needing to take out in inventory. And there we go. And these I honestly, if you are a disc bound person and you're not really a ring bound person, but you want to do the cash envelope system, I would highly recommend these over these. The reason being is because this is great for holding paper, like regular cash, but it's very limited in space. And this, you can put coins and regular cash. And because it zips, you don't have to worry about it falling out whatsoever. Like somebody would have to really actually unzip it in order for it to fall out. And I've had these, I'd probably say over a year, maybe 2. They're pretty good quality and they last really well. And these are in the disc bound system too. They do have it in the ring as well. If you are a ring bound person, they have these very commonly in the ring. But if you were a disc bound person, just so you know, these are the ones that you want to get. And the link in the description will be for these as well. I got those ones on Amazon. All right, and so like I said, this is where I keep all of my debit cards and my passport and all of those important things, Costco membership, any gift cards or whatever, insurance, all of that stuff. And actually this stuff needs to come out. So while I'm doing this video with you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and clean this stuff out just because I don't need it anymore in here. So that stuff I need. All right, and so now let's go ahead and again, let's bring this back up because remember I was saying I wasn't sure where I wanted to place this. Now, if I use this for finances, what I would basically be doing is I would track how much I spent on the day in each of these, and then kind of give me an example of how much I might have left, like whatever my cash envelope balances are prior to me spending, and the amount projected of what I have to spend or something like that. Not 100% sure, but I think I really might do that because I like to also track when I fill up my gas tank and how much that was for mileage purposes, just more for a mental note for me, because I like to make sure that, I don't know, I just like to be mindful with how often I'm having to fill up my tank, because we do like to keep a specific budget with that. So I don't want to be overly driving around unnecessarily, or if I'm noticing like we're taking my car, the family car, way more than my husband's car, and I'm like, hey, we need to refill that gas, because I understand errands are being ran in the family car, but I still need gas to get to where I need to be, and those trips were extras. They were not planned. So all right, let's go ahead and pop these into the finances section. And so this way, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put these right here for now, and I will put it in, keep it in here through December. And again, because this is like my minimalist planner, this is why I chose this style, because it's such neutral colors and black and grays. I really, really love that. I normally don't like just plain stuff, but lately I've really been, I normally like a color pop, but I notice it has to be a slight pop. It can't just be ridiculously loud like the original Happy Planner version used to be. Maybe it just might be maturity and time. I finally just got tired of all of the bright colors and everything seeming like it was yelling at me, or I've just been in mom life so long, I'm sick of kids yelling and everything else seems like it's yelling at me. I'm just ready for some calmness and neutralness and chill. But yes, so adding this, yeah, this is gonna work out perfect. I love it already, because this is my financial section. So when I come in here, I can track the different ways I personally get paid on here and my different paydays, because again, this is my personal daily catch-all planner. This is not where I do our home and family budget. That's completely separate. But any of my personal spending things, or even expenses that I purchase for business, I can make sure that I put that on here. All of my pay dates, and all of that type of stuff I can put in here and keep track of the different ways that I keep income. I had a separate personal financial planner, but I didn't really care to use it that much. So I feel like this is probably going to be better. And I'm so excited with how this is already looking. Like, it just looks so much more sophisticated. So love that. So I have this in here from August through December. So we'll see how this goes in this section. And then here, I'm going to keep the note section. I have to clean this out and add some more note paper. Just regular note paper. I just like to keep some extra. All right, and so this is, ooh, okay, see, stop it. All right, I forgot I had this dashboard, y'all, and fall is coming up. Oh, man, I might have to switch my life out. And this one too. Guys, Rose Shadow, you have to check them out. If you are into high fashion brands and stuff and you like that, she has all those types of things and I really love it. And this is super cute too for Tiffany. Okay, let me stop it. So these are the things that make me want to buy a new Notiq cover too. I have a brown caramel one, so I might switch this out to fall. But I also have been eyeing that nice blue, that Bliss blue from Notiq too, and it would totally go with the whole, or the white. It would totally go with this, but let me stop. Okay, back to adding note pages. All right, and Apple, you have kids, so my kids will ruin my white planner and I'm just gonna have a meltdown, so we're not gonna do that to ourselves. Nope, we gotta be a little bit more realistic. To my moms in the struggle, trying to keep some nice things to themselves, don't use white. It's all I gotta tell you, okay? White pants, don't do it. White planner cover, don't do it. Your kids will find it and take a Sharpie right to it and you will cry. Don't do it. All right, that is my TED Talk for today. But okay, so this is like just a note, like I have just keep like extra dashes and stuff in here. So let me see, there we go. And these are some daily, these are the daily inserts that I manually printed and sized and cut to this. Now, like I said, I am in the process. I have my own daily planner insert. I just have not set it up and printed out and to try it out for myself. But if you are wanting to try out this layout, like I said, check out the Passion Planner. I absolutely love their layout setup, but I found that I don't really use this section personally. This stuff I don't use. This I do use, as well as this and that. But another thing is, if you are not a book bound planner person, you're not gonna like it. If you need the flexibility and the functionality like how I do, and you want like a disc bound system or a ring, they don't do that. They only have the book bounds. Or you can just use like I did. You can do the planner inserts, but it does take time and it is a process. So, but if you have the patience and the time, and especially you just want to try it out, they have the daily inserts, they have a weekly, so an academic version too. So options are available, but I'm definitely going to use this. And just the little bit that I've adjusted, guys, these are all notes. I'm gonna go ahead and take these out actually, because I need to print out some new ones. So I'm gonna take out these old pages. Well, not that one. Let me just keep what I'm using right now. But the rest of these can come out. So this one can stay, that one can go. So all of these are going to come out, including this. I'm gonna go ahead and put this away. And that's one thing, if you have ever wondered to yourself, like, what do these planner people do with all of their inserts and stuff? Depending on the type of planner, especially when it comes to like this, I will take like review like whatever was the important note. If it's something that was really, really important, I'll highlight it and then I will put the information into one of my other planners or in a notebook or like a brain dump journal, so that way I don't forget it, because sometimes I'll write like a quote or a word or something that I get somewhere and I want to repurpose and use for products or just in content creation or whatever. So I always make sure to like at least go through this stuff and just repurpose it wherever it needs to be repurposed. But once I'm done with that, it gets tossed. But like my planners that have like pictures and stickers and stuff, I keep those ones because obviously they're cute and they're for memory. Those are not to be tossed. Are you kidding me? Those are to be remembered and recorded for life. All right, but yeah, this one, as you can see, there's just a lot of these things. And that's another reason why I recommend this if you're testing out different inserts, because again, your whole point is to try it out. If you don't like it, toss it, right? You're not worried about having the amount or what you spent on these was not like money, at least when it comes to printable stuff. You did when you bought the paper and everything, but it's way cheaper than if you bought a physical planner, because what you don't want to do, and what I've done and a lot of people have done when they're new, like you get a planner and it might be like a pricey planner, we'll say like $75 or whatever, and you find out like it really wasn't for you and you only used it like 1 to 2 months. Now you have buyer's remorse because it didn't work out. Well, if you get disc bound system, you get like a planner cover, or if you have one of these, right, you can build your own planner yourself from all the different inserts that you see that are available to try out, or maybe you get some on Etsy, whatever, what have you. It does take a lot more time and energy to print out and all the things yourself, but again, you're saving yourself the money, maybe not necessarily the time, but at least it's exactly to your liking. So that's another reason why I love this disc bound system, because like especially a book bound, once you get it, like it is what it is. You can't add pages or anything. You can with like washi tape and stuff, but that's a process. That's a process. It's not like how I'm just pulling pages out, adding pages as needed and saving and all of that stuff. You can't do that with a book bound. So yeah, let me put this away. But all right, so the only thing that I need to do now is print out some more of these daily inserts, and then I am all ready to go. But there you go, guys. Now that is my daily planner catch-all. Everything is all set. I have my today section in here. All right, guys, so that is all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it really helpful. And again, I hope you found it very elegantly set up, especially with so many different versions of planner setups. I hope this one gave you a good idea of how to make an all-in-one daily catch-all system that is very functional as well as minimalist and efficient, but helps you get down to the nitty-gritty with as detailed as you need it to be for your daily purposes as well as your financial planning. So all right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you later. Bye.